Hello and welcome back. Another edition of David Ardmore Collector. I have today got two bowls, and the reason for this is I wanted to show how the traditional Zulu pottery has influenced the way that Ardmore artists create their work. So the first thing I'll do is let me put this away, and this over here, Flat Eric can look after it, and I'd like to talk to you about this. This is a Sangoma bowl. A Sangoma is a person within Zulu tradition, sometimes known as a diviner, and he or she, they have the ability to mediate between the people and the ancestral spirits, and therefore they do have a significant role in Zulu culture. What I would like to show you here is the decoration on this particular bowl. You can see rising out from here a snake in relief, working its way around until it comes up against a frog, obviously looking for dinner. What the significance of that is, I don't have a clue, but what it shows for me is that this animal situation in relief on a bowl goes back to something that is part of Zulu tradition. The decoration on this one here is wire work, and it would in the earlier years perhaps have been just in beadwork, or before then it would just have been incised. It's earthenware, it's hand thrown, it doesn't have a wheel, it's all hand built up, fired on an open fire, usually fueled by aloe because it's quite resinous, and then it comes out as a red orangey colour. The black is created by refiring again in dry grass. That's very smoky to give it the black, and it's over the years that patina develops. Okay, the bowl itself, it's 8 inches wide and 6 inches high, and it's used by the Sangoma for mixing of traditional medicines and traditional material. I'll leave that there. That's important thing for me, just to show that the modelling in relief that is part of Zulu tradition. So I'll put it back over here with Eric. Incidentally, Flat Eric, on one of our holidays to South Africa, was actually convinced that he'd met a Sangoma, and so when this arrived he got quite excited. But then I had to produce this photograph. I hope you can see that. Well, there we go. Flat Eric, in fact, met, it's not a Sangoma, but a rickshaw driver on the seafront in Durban. So he's obviously disappointed, but that's the truth of it. Now, what I have here is a honey badger bowl. I'll get my words out one day. And this shows, similar to the Zulu bowl, nature at work. Here we have honey badgers, and they are following a bird. This bird traditionally would seek out the bees and the wasp nests, or the bees' nests, and seek out the honey. And honey badgers will come along and rip the tree open, and they would then share the honey with the bird that had found it. The bird would have been unable to access the honey without the badgers ripping it out. Other decoration on here, if you look at it's almost bead-like decoration, which would represent and follow the tradition in the past of decorating the pottery pieces with beads, as well as the animals in relief running around the rim telling a story. It's dated for September 2021, modelled by Victor. I don't know his surname, but I think it could be Mchali, and he joined Ardmore in 2018. Also involved in the construction is George Manyathela, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's from Zimbabwe, and he joined Ardmore in 2013 as a thrower. And painting on this particular piece is by Nozifo Primrose Nchali. And she started as an Ardmore artist in 2015, mentored by her mother, who Jabunene, who you'll see on lots of Ardmore's wonderful pieces. Let me just get this right for you. There we are. Hopefully you'll be able to see on there the details about when it was made and by whom. The size of the bowl is quite small, beautifully made, 6 3/4 inches in diameter and 3.5 inches high. And that is a wonderful little piece of wildlife in pottery. Yeah. Okay, now subscribe to this channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Instagram, have a look on YouTube. The picture is much bigger, and you know, if I have given any information that might be incorrect and you have more details, please get in touch and let me know. So I think that's all I've got to say today. And next time I'm going to be dealing with some of the smaller items, a few smaller items that are used in the household. So that's all for today. Thank you. Bye.